Well, here we are, back at the cabin, just for the night. Watcher, so I'm taking a break from where I've been fishing. I decided to come here for a night. It's nice and quiet here, especially when the wind's going that way. But generally, it's a nice peaceful venue. And there's plenty of fish in it. There's some big ones too. And I'm going to be fishing just down there. And a couple of rods just out here. I can already see bubbles coming up here and there. So, without further ado, I'll get the rods out. Well, as you can hear, we've got an annoying cuckoo here. So I'm basically going to keep it real simple. I've got a boilie on the hook with no boilie stop. There's no need for that. It enables the boilie to slip off when the fish is hooked, which I like. Any chance of that boilie being used as leverage against the hook. There you go, that's my rig. It's a 3-ounce inline flat lead. That's my semi-fixed. Well, it's not a running rig because I've got the peg in here and the lead will eject. And that's it. And that's a back lead as well because I'll be playing fishing the margin and I want to keep the lines out of the way. Okay, first target is that bush down there to the left. next rod. See what we got. And as soon as we've got the rods done, I will get the kettle on for a coffee, which I'm absolutely dying for. Right, last one. So we're probably going to get the odd bleep or whatever from the reeds moving, but I prefer not to cut them down. I prefer to leave them just as they are. Okay, so one to the right, one straight in front of me, one to the left. The one to the left is about 6 foot, the one in front of me is in about 12, and the one to the right is somewhere between 8 and 12. I've had the deeper out on this margin before, so I'm pretty au fait with the depths. It's a deep margin, and it basically just slopes straight off. Out there it's 20 feet. I fully expect the carp to be up on the surface by mid-morning, and I've got my stalking rod and inline bubble float and fake mixer and half a bag of mixers with me, so we will now attempt to make coffee. It'd be nice to get a run, and I'm not going to complain if I get one while I'm making coffee, but it'd be nice if you just let me make my coffee first. Grog time. Got ourselves a nice little double. I should think it's about 14 or 15. There you go. Happy days. Quick fish, 10 minutes. Didn't take long, did it? A little secret I'll let you into. Came here last night, got out 3 kilos of hemp and sweet cord. Well, actually it was yesterday afternoon, about lunchtime. I thought it'd be best to prep the swim. Well, look, quick result. Right, let's pop it back, shall we? doesn't want to leave. He just wants to sit there and rest, I think. There you go, mate. That's the way out. And away he goes. I think I'll leave those two rods out. I'll just leave that right hand rod in because I really need to get the coffee on, don't I? That was quick. That was quick. Right, I've got my coffee. Let's get that third rod out again, shall we? Good morning. Well, that was a quick one, wasn't it? So, basically, I came down here yesterday, and weather's been hot this lately. Fish spawned last week on my local lake, so I had to come down to check out whether or not these fish were spawning or getting ready for spawning, because obviously you can't fish if they are. And they're nowhere near it, and it doesn't surprise me because this water's 30 feet over there, 20 feet over there. It's 12 feet in margins, a lot more water. It's a big, deep, cold body of water. It tends to take a lot longer to warm up. So I was watching the fish, and I had a good walk around the lake, and they're just cruising up and down like they normally do in ones and twos, not chasing each other. Not looking anywhere near like they're going to spawn. So I decided that it was okay to come down. So once I'd had a good walk around, I came here, bumped into Jacob and the manager of the fishery, and had a little chat. And, just out in front of me here on a spread, just out in front of me here, literally in this margin here, and all around the front, about 3 kilos of sweet corn and hemp with a couple of 3 tiger nuts, or a handful of tiger nuts chucked in, just to make sure that there's something left around. Although, to be honest with you, it will take them 48 hours to clear up every single last scrap of hemp. That's the thing about hemp, you know, it tends to stay around a long time because it's such a small particle. You know, so it's really good for attracting fish, and obviously, you know, the sweet corn, they love that. So what happens is I saw the rod tapping, you know, and I thought, oh, I've got a bream or rather a roach or something. And then it took off, and it took off to the right and picked up my little rod. So I've backleaded much closer in, right under the tips now. How about that? Another nice little double. We're doing alright. 2 fish within the first hour. I'll quickly pop it out and show you it. None of them are carrying spawn or got a gut on them at all. These could be all males, of course, the ones I'm catching. I think this one's just about 10 pounds. Ain't like the clappers. Happy days. 2 fish. Right, let's pop it back. Get that rod out again. There he goes. That was the middle rod, that was in the deeper water. Ah, doing well. Doing well. Right, let's get that rod out again. So we've got 2 rods working. Sorry, 2. That one was a bit smaller than the other one. I'll probably put that one about 10 pounds. Breakfast's on. I forgot to bring any cooking oil with me. This is supposed to be a non-stick, but I don't know about that. So we're all ready. All we've got to do basically is flip that onto that. Shall we give it a go, shall we? I'll tell you what, let's try it with this. Oh, no, we're going to have to come round from the other side, aren't we? Ooh, it's going to be a dodgy one, this one. How about that then, for a bit of skill? That'll do nicely. I think I'm going to have to eat this outside because that yolk is going to run everywhere, innit? Oh yes, look at that. That's what you want. Oh yes, running everywhere. Luckily I'm fairly civilised, so I brought some napkins with me. Right, I'm going to sit back, eat my egg sarnie, and hopefully that will bring a run on. It tends to happen, doesn't it? There you go. New buzzer bar set up. Chris Brown. These are the kit, I tell you. I've got the 2 rods set up, which you've probably seen me using before, and I've been using Chris Brown bank sticks and 2 rod buzzer bars for, well, since 2009 is when I bought them, but I've just bought myself a 3 rod set up, and they're well neat. Real nice. Come with spacer bars and everything. all the bits you need, 50 odd quid, which, you know, considering they're going to last a lifetime, and they're made of this really high strength lightweight aluminium that they use for aircraft and stuff like that. When the box came, it was so light I didn't think there was anything in it. So I think it's time for me to take these rods out and drive around the other side of the lake and see if I can't pick up a fish off the top. Well, there must be a dozen carp out there, all sitting 6 inches or more below the surface, so I'm going to overcast and draw it back and see if I can't get one off the top. Right, let's give it a spin. Well, it's 4:30 and I've got to say we're blessed today with really good weather. It's been warm, sunny, we've had some good cloud cover, it's nice blue sky at the moment. I've got the chair there right next to the barbecue, which I will be firing up soon. I've got some harissa chicken on sticks that I made up last night. Let me show you the cabin. So look, it's got a cooker. I mean, you can bring a chicken and roast it. So it's got everything you need here. Toilet for number one's there, big bed, plenty of seating, plenty of storage space, plenty of places to put your tackle and whatever. I mean, that's perfect. And in the winter it's got a heater. I was using that when I was here in March, kept the place nice and warm. And I've been as comfy as anything here, really relaxed. I mean, you know me, I normally just do day sessions because, you know, I've had enough like after about 7 or 8 hours, but when I come here and I stay in the cabin, I'm so comfortable. It's just, yeah, I really like it. And the other thing I like about Crystal Lakes is the peace and quiet that you get. You know, you get the odd Spitfire flying overhead. I don't know why they seem to fly over here as much as they do, but we've had 2 Spitfires flying in formation over here today, quite low as well. So the rods are back in. I did go over there for about an hour or more, trying for the fish that were all on the surface over there, but I couldn't get them. I got a couple of aborted takes and that was it. So I came back to the cabin, popped the rods out again and had an hour's kip. I feel good. So just baited up with a load of 3mm pellets all over in front of me, and a couple of handfuls of boilies just spread around really. That should do for the night. But when I was over there in the corner there was a number of fish over there. I tell you, the number of bigger fish that I spotted, I was surprised. I spotted at least 3 or 4 fish that are over 20 pounds. One of them was well over 20 pounds. And a number of nice mid-doubles. So, yeah, there's still a few fish for me to catch in here that I haven't caught. So, like I say, in about half an hour, I'll fire up that little barbecue, get my harissa chicken on, settle in for the evening. Lovely jubbly. I'm looking forward to the evening and tomorrow morning. Hopefully the fish will get their heads down, come along this margin here, and away we go again. Thought I'd make myself a quick coffee. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah. Well, that'll do, won't it? I just fancied something for a change. Or different. And you got 3 settings: small cup, medium cup, big cup. Oh, there you go. Ooh, look at that. That is what you call a frothy coffee. Well, I fired up the barbecue. Take about 10 or 15 minutes before it's ready. Can't wait, starving. So there you go, here's my harissa chicken. Nice peppers, chicken peppers, marinated in harissa. And I'll tell you something, they smell absolutely delicious and taste even better. And they don't take long on a barbecue either. Well, we caught ourselves a mirror. I have no idea what the time is. Never easy with one hand, but we can do it. There you go. Off it goes. That should do it. Got enough for the day left. Right, next job. There's coffee. Well, that didn't take long.